So right now we're on the outskirts of Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, where thousands of people have come to these training camps to learn what to do if Russia does invade the country, which unfortunately is looking more likely by the day now. Over the last 8 years there's been war in the east, but since then Kiev has kind of been a bit disconnected from that. But now with the threat on the border, it's looking like the war might come to their doorstep.
Контакт зліва! Змістилися на коліно! Контакт зліва!
Контакт зліва!
This is one of the main citizen militia trainings, which is part of the Ukraine military's Territorial Defence. Civilians volunteer to be trained by serving soldiers and veterans of the war in East Ukraine. We spoke to one of the instructors, a sergeant from northern Ukraine. Do you think that if Russia does invade, that these units will actually be effective trying to fight them here in Kiev?
Я буду намагатися їх підготовити на довжний рівень, аби вони могли ефективно дати відпор російській агресії.
What do you make of the claims that Russia is going to invade in the next few days?
Моя думка така, що це їх рішення, і це рішення буде вироком для них. Це і так вже затягнулося, але відпор дамо. Я сподіваюся, що вони не допустять такої безглуздості. Як кажеться, пришедший к нам с мечом, от меча и погибнет.
On February 24th at 5 in the morning, Russia invaded Ukraine. They used the troops and equipment they'd been amassing on the borders for the past 4 months, which Russia said was just for training purposes. Vladimir Putin, Russia's president, says that all of this is a response to the possibility that Ukraine could one day join NATO. That would put Russia's biggest enemy even closer to their border. Bear in mind though, that Russia has backed, supplied and assisted separatist forces in East Ukraine for the last 8 years of the war there. A war started by Russia when Ukrainians overthrew their old pro-Russian government in the 2014 revolution. And now Russia has invaded the whole country. Russia has attacked Ukraine's capital of Kiev. This threat was why many joined the citizen militias in the first place.
До бою!
The Territorial Defence has camps all over Ukraine, with hundreds of people attending the training each weekend. We spoke to some of the volunteers at the training in Kiev just days before Russia attacked. So can you tell me why you've come to the training today?
I think that all the people, all the Ukrainians who can and have time and have like proper physical training can come here and go through this training and also be part of territorial defense, because in the case of like really bad situation, when you're ready, when you have friends that are ready, all you together can defend your territory. For example, the capital, like really good.
You're not a soldier. What do you do in your day-to-day life?
I'm working, like I have other hobbies, like I'm painting and like meeting friends, just casual.
Normal stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do for a job?
Well, it's partially analytical, partially like assistant in the projects in sociology firm.
The last 8 years when the war has been on, I feel like a lot of people in Kiev have kind of disconnected, almost forgotten that it's happening. Now it's very close again. Do you think people are worried?
Yeah, I think that people are focusing now on this situation really a lot. A lot of people I know are planning some things in case of danger here in the capital.
What kind of things have you been learning here?
I don't know this in English, I just don't know.
You can say in Russian.
Тренування щодо цивільного захисту, щодо ведення тактичних груп, там тримання секторів, стрільба. Ну, наразі не зі справжньої зброї, хоча зі справжньої теж вмію стріляти досить гарно. Різні речі, насправді, це речі, які дійсно проходять в ЗСУ і так далі, але без там важкої, без артилерії чи інших там військових засобів.
Do you think it's possible it will come to that? Like Biden in the US, he's just said he thinks they'll literally invade Kiev soon, any time now. Do you think it will come to that? You'll actually have to, implement these skills you've learned?
Well, hard question.
It's a bad situation.
Yeah, it's bad. That's why I think I don't know actually, but we need to be prepared. That's why I'm here and my friends are here, and we also need to think that only we can support ourselves.
Yeah, do you think that do you not think you'll get the help maybe the West is promising?
We need to be sure that we are ready by ourselves first of all. But yeah, West is helping a lot. But all the brains are here, and all the tactical and strategic moves, we need to produce it and provide it.
Do you think there's a prospect of guerrilla warfare, urban warfare in Kiev?
Yeah, sure. This Territorial Defence Forces is getting people ready for such kind of things like guerrilla and so on.
Контакт тил! Контакт тил! Лежачий зміщення!
It's looking increasingly likely that Russia might actually invade Ukraine now. I know the Americans have said a lot, but it does look quite likely now. Do you feel prepared that if they do come into Kiev, you'll be able to defend your home?
We have to understand that we have army who really experienced to fight against the Russian army. We have to understand that we have no civilian conflict on Russian border. This is definitely a Russian army. That's it. So, and our army is quite strong. So, but in addition to this, each civilian have to know how to, let's say, what to do in the case if, so worst case scenario, if Russian army will invade to Kiev. So we have to understand that civilian not happy, not welcome to Russian we have no vodka, go home. It should be absolutely clear message for them. So that's why, we should resist. We should try to do damage them as much as we can. So our family, like my mom and my kids, they will be moved to another territory, but we have to do our best and support our, let's say, forces. And first of all, I will hear my commander.
Okay, good luck, mate. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, later.